to NASCAR Race Hub, presented tonight by Ram. Dale Earnhardt Jr. spent the first 8 seasons of his Sprint Cup career with a team that bared his father's name. But in 2008, it was shocking when he joined Hendrick Motorsports. They hit it off early on.
The race is over. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is the winner at Michigan.
Everything seemed to be looking up. At least, that was the impression.
Oh, trouble right here. The 88's around. Front straightaway. Junior brings out the caution.
Junior struggled to end the season. At midway through 09, crew chief Tony Eury Jr. was replaced by Lance McGrew. But things never got any better.
Lay down on me, bud. Get on the wheel. I can't damn lay down.
2010, Rick Hendrick stepped in and announced a major crew chief swap, pairing Earnhardt with veteran Steve Letarte. In 2011, the 88 team dramatically improved and fell just shy of a checkered flag.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. is slowing, coming out of turn number 4. He is going to run out of gas.
This season marks Junior's second with Letarte, and it didn't take long for the pair to find victory lane.
There is going to be a party in Junior Nation tonight. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is back to victory lane at Michigan.
Prior to yesterday's race in Pocono, Dale Earnhardt Jr. had completed every lap of competition. He's finished in the top 5 9 times, matching his total for the last 3 seasons. And for the second week in a row, Dale Earnhardt Jr. is the points leader. It just seemed perfect. After years at the team his father started, Dale Earnhardt Jr. stepped out of that long shadow and joined Hendrick Motorsports. Dale had lost a father, and Rick Hendrick had lost a son. They won just once in 4 years. Dale became the butt of jokes, and people openly questioned his commitment, integrity, and desire. I sat down with him at Pocono Saturday. He went into this weekend's race as the points leader for the first time since 2004. Here's part 1 of Dale Earnhardt Jr. All Access. Dale, I was reading your comments and your media availability from yesterday, and it was interesting that you said the points lead's great. It's not the championship. But it's not about vindication, proving everybody wrong or the naysayers. It's more about validation. I mean, that hard work really matters.
I didn't know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, man, I knew I'd get back on top, or I knew I'd get back to where I wanted to be or be as competitive as I've ever been. I didn't know for sure if and when I was ever going to get back to competing like I want to or should. I think I should. But I knew if I just, stayed patient, I had a lot of years to try, and maybe the right thing would work out. And fortunately enough, it did. Rick put me with the right group that seems to work for me. And the thing that really resonates with me is that I thought, we've been running good all year, and I think we should, we're really consistent, and we've been lucky to be consistent. We haven't had the bad luck a lot of the guys have. We're not winning as often as I want to. I think that we're right on the cusp of getting to where we can, win 3 or 4 races a year and think about seriously contending for the championship. Until we're doing that, I don't know if I'm thinking championship as much as I'm thinking, where is that notch at? Where are we going to find a little bit of speed to become that championship contender? We're in everybody else's conversation, but right now, us as a team, we're trying to find that extra notch.
I'm not a stats geek, but I wrote this down. 9 top 5s. I mean, top 10s are nice, but in my book, if you're in the top 5, you got a shot to win, right? That means you're there.
Sure.
You had 9 top 5s all of the last 3 years.
I know, and the thing about it is like, no matter what you're doing, as a race car driver, you're never satisfied, and I knew, and it's funny to me now because, I definitely wasn't satisfied with 3 top 5s a year for the last 3 years or what have you. I wasn't, when we won 6 races in 04, I wasn't satisfied because we didn't win a championship, or there was races, the only thing I could think about was how we gave the championship away, or I gave it away, whatever. I'm never satisfied, and even this year, I want, feel like, all right, man, the team's fast and we're competitive and we're running well, but man, we want to win more. That one win was just, a little bit of a tease to us, you know, and so we're ready to get back in victory lane and do it more often, you know, do it more than once. And I know the guys want more, I want more, you know, the team wants more. We want to fight for the championship and win some more races.
You've been really gracious and really quick and thorough about giving Steve Letarte credit. I get that. But what I'm really curious about is what changed about you, because I mean, Jeff Gordon said, I don't know what's changed, but something's changed.
Yeah. Well, yeah, a lot's changed with me personally. You know, I never took a lap off. You know, I ran hard as I could. I ran as hard as I knew how to run in all my career. In, you know, a couple of those years, and, you know, just recently, I was miserable. I was miserable coming to the track. I was miserable thinking about the weekend coming. You know, I just knew it was just going to be another disappointment. And I had all the disappointments that I could take. You know, when things weren't going good with me and my team, we didn't talk about it. We didn't know if anybody was blaming anybody. I don't know if they thought I might have been blaming them or whatever. It was just really miserable. And I see, you know, a dramatic change in myself, in the ethic, the work ethic. I feel like I've been kind of reborn somewhat, and this has been, you know, it's been such a good time, and I've got such good people around me that I enjoy working with. When you're able to go to work and, you know, things go like you want them to go, you know, and go as good as they have for me, man, it just really changes I feel like it just totally turned me inside out, you know. I've never had it like this before. This is the best it's ever been in my career as far as me enjoying what I'm doing. I love racing. I can't imagine doing anything else, but this is as much fun as I've ever had doing it.